According to this magazine, London is the loneliest city on earth, and according to certain sources, it is the least friendly. So, what would happen if I took to the streets of London and told each passing stranger, I love you? Let's take a look.
The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Hey, my name's CK. Welcome to VEDA Video Every Day in April. I've just told you my name. What's yours? 4 weeks ago, I was watching YouTube aimlessly, as I often do, and I encountered one channel called The Yes Theory. Yes Theory is a channel fronted by 4 friends in the States who came together quite organically. Each one of them committed to living a life where they regularly stand outside of their comfort zones. One of the guys, I think he's called Tom, he's an introvert, and his challenge for the day was to take to the streets of the US and tell random strangers that he loves them. At the end of the video, he challenged anybody watching that video to do the same, and I was all over that.
I just want to say I love you guys. Dude, how much money do I have to give you to let me skip this one? I'm just trying to practice telling strangers I love them, so I love you guys.
You did.
Oh yeah, that's my first love me back I got. Sweet. Oh sweet, yeah. Hey man, I'm trying to practice telling strangers I love them, so I love you. Love you too. You love me too?
Going up to strangers and talking to them, and I want to tell you that I love you.
That's weird, but okay.
Is it weird? Is love weird?
Love's not weird.
Yeah, just pay it forward. Go tell someone you love them.
All right, brother.
Cheers, man.
Take that.
Have a good one.
Right,
I wanted to tell you that I love you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Now, on the day that it came for me to film my version in London, I decided to use London because, according to this magazine, London is the loneliest city in the world. So I thought this would be the perfect city to try this. And the day I set off on the challenge, I was, do you know what? It's going to be impossible for me to communicate how I felt in terms of nerves, walking up to strangers and just saying, hi, I love you. I can't articulate it, but I'd like you to meet someone who can. This is Jules, client, turned friend, turned peanut butter sidekick. Jules has hired me a couple of times to photograph her for her artistry. She's a singer-songwriter. Her last single cover, I took that photo. One of her latest singles is called Let Go, and I'd like to read the lyrics, which exquisitely convey how I felt when I was about to embark on this challenge. The lyrics are thus. They say regret is a fool. Fear is an illusion. I assure you there was lots of fear. It seemed so real until you burst the bubble. The fear I felt was real, and my pants testified to that. They changed colour, basically. I know you're scared to take the jump. I was. I'm crossing all your borders. I was crossing my legs. Make sure the smell didn't get out. You can have what you imagine, but you know it's not impossible. I just wanted to do the challenge and for it to end well. Jules, sing something for me, please.
Hey, CK, my friend. How are you? Oh, I'm so proud of you doing this VEDA thing. I love the way you challenge yourself, CK, to do something different. It's really amazing. Yeah, I've been loving watching your videos.
They say regret is a fool. Fear is an illusion. It seems so real until you bust its bubble. I know you're scared to take the jump. I'm crossing all your borders. Yeah, you can have what you imagine. Don't you know it's not impossible? I'll grip your hands and just let go. Oh, oh, let go. Oh, oh, you don't need to waste your time wondering if your choice is right.
So on the day that I set out to do this challenge, which was 2 days ago, I just set my camera rolling and I just walked down the street and I thought, I'm just going to tell people and see what happens. And I'm going to play the footage for you now, and as we watch, I might nip in and out of the footage and just tell you how I was feeling that specific time, because I've not watched this back yet, so. Okay, let's do this.
Love you, man. He was all right with it. Didn't seem to bother him. All right.
So when that first guy was like, alright, I was thinking, okay, we're off to a nice start, and my nerves started to settle just a little bit. Let's not get carried away, just a little bit.
Okay, here's another person walking past. Excuse me.
Nope. Headphones.
She ain't got time for that. Alright, here's another human. Alright, I won't lie, I bottled it.
That word was bottled it. I was scared. And
anyone on the way to the tube station, I will say to them, here comes one. Excuse me, mate, just wanted to say good morning and I love you, man. Good morning. He was alright with it. So, Dulles Hill Station is probably 4 or 5 minutes away, and I'm just literally going to say, I love you to everybody I meet on the way. There's a guy in here. Hi mate, morning. Just wanted to let you know I love you, man. Alright, take care. What a nice guy.
I like that guy.
So this was courtesy of the Yes Theory, and I just really liked the idea, so I thought I'll try it. So far no one's wanted to stab me. This is weirdly cathartic. Verging on therapy. Here comes a lady now. Excuse me. Good morning. I just wanted to let you know that I love you.
Good morning.
I love you. I just wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. She enjoyed it. I can't lie. It gives me a nice feeling in my stomach. So here comes another person. Excuse me, sir. Good morning. I just wanted to let you know that I love you, man. I love you. Here comes another one. Morning. Love you, man. I love you, man.
Alright, I was getting a bit shit at this point.
If you actually stop them engage, if you do it and you're walking past, they don't give a toss. But if you actually stop them and say good morning, I love you, then some magic happens. Maybe there's a life lesson in that, you know, people, let's try it on this person, an actual stop. Maybe it's deep, meaningful relationships that people want. Excuse me. Hi, morning. I just wanted to let you know that I love you.
Okay, thank you.
See ya. There you go. So if you stop them, the response seems to be nicer than just a random walk past. This is the weirdest thing I've ever known. I was shitting myself before I tried this one. Now I'm like, where's the next person? Where's the next person?
That's actually true, because I got so many yeses and so many positive, enjoyable interactions that all of a sudden my brain wasn't worrying about how weird it was. All of a sudden my brain, maybe it was a dopamine bit, was suddenly thinking, oh, actually, this is all right. What were you panicking about? Find more people. Get more of this. Get more of this. And I wonder if that is speaking to the heart of humans, that we just kind of make shit up in our own heads where the reality is a complete different thing. I don't know, maybe I'm going too deep with this and this is just a dickhead telling people he loves them. I don't know, let me know, comment below.
Ooh, work command. This could be interesting. Morning, just wanted to let you know that I love you. I just wanted to let everybody know that I love them. Alright, take care man, have a good day. I love that guy. Good guy. Back to the station.
Okay, I just want to pause it there for a minute. That worker, I was expecting him, if anybody, to kick off. And maybe this speaks to preconceptions, if anything else. But he was like, yeah, right on. I was like, fucking hell, this is weird.
Living can be limitless. Always spend your days on tiptoes and on tenterhooks. Ungrip your hands and just let go. Let go. You don't need to waste your time wondering if your choice is right.
Alright, so I'm going to try it here, Green Park Underground, where my eyes are revealed, so maybe it makes it creepier. Excuse me mate, just wanted to let you know I love you, man. Alright, he loves me too. That wasn't weird. Excuse me, mate, I love you, man. No, he wasn't keen. Morning, mate. Just want to let you know I love you, man.
So you can't really tell, but that guy that I just told I love him, there was a split second when he looked at me as if to suggest, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean you love me? I'm into women. What are you telling me this for? That I'm very good at micro expressions and reading what people aren't saying but are saying through their actual eyes and expressions, and you can't really see it in the video because I wasn't close enough, but he 100% was ready to fight. He wanted to fight. He'd have lost, but he wanted to fight. And he almost activated the negative voice in my head that was very, very apparent before I started this. And it was saying, yeah, I told you this was a stupid idea. Stop it, stop it, stop it at once. But I listen to that guy far too often, and I think we all do. And I was actually forgetting to listen to the guy that was saying, hang on a minute, what about all the 3 or 4 people, including the fucking big burly workman, who were into it? Like, why do we automatically listen to this guy, stop it, rather than this guy? You know what, CK, this is all right. And I refuse to listen to this guy because if I'm 100% honest with you, I listen to him a lot. Like, you know the negative guy, I do listen to him a lot. And I thought, no, just jump straight back into it. Never mind about that guy. Jump straight back into it and find the people who are warm and receptive. But then I thought, okay, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it big because right now I feel stupid, so I need to do it big. I thought, okay, there's no point telling one person you love them. You've done that already. What about, CK Golding, telling an entire underground carriage in London, supposedly the loneliest, least friendly city on earth? Just tell the whole carriage. Now, the minute I had that thought, 2 things happened. I thought, that would be so sublime. But unfortunately, you haven't got the balls. Good idea, though. Then I thought, who says I've not got the balls? Trouble is, you can't just kind of stand up and make a declaration in London. Well, you can, but it's, we've had, London has had terrorist incidents, and it just, I don't like making people feel uncomfortable, and there would be a split second where that could be the case, I thought. But, again, I got sick of the negative guy. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I was nervous as shit. I just want everyone on this tube to know that I love you all. I'm a crazy Northerner. I love you all. Have a great day. I love her already. See you later. Now, the split second, that woman went like that. That young woman went like that. As Jules says in that lyric, fear is an illusion. It seems so real until you burst its bubble. And the minute she did that, bing, that bubble of fear just disappeared. So all of a sudden I was like, oh, you know what? People are all right. People are all right. And I can't remember feeling that exhilarated in a long time. I was exhilarated for 2 reasons. One, because her response was just so warm and fun and light, but also because I'd actually just challenged my fear. I told that voice to get fucked, and I did it. And that wasn't easy for me. I know you see me all super confident and like, this is my comfort zone, but standing on a carriage and doing that, not really. So that was a huge learning point. However, I'd like you to watch that bit again and look at her friend. Her friend, let's just say she was a little bit frightened. Look at her face. I'm going to zoom in on this bit. To know that I love you all. I'm a crazy Northerner. I love you all. I was wearing my initial jacket that day, and I get the impression her friend was thinking, oh, dear God, please don't let that C stand for crazy bastard. So, I don't know what the learning points of that are. Well, I think we've kind of covered a lot of them, but I am more fascinated to find out what you think the learning points are. Were you surprised at the responses that the strangers gave me following my declaration of love? Would you have expected that? Would you do it? What? I don't know. The bit on the carriage, what did you think to that? I mean, most people weren't bothered. Like that big guy was like, dude, get the fuck out of my way. I've got shit to do. But I don't know. The learning points are plentiful, but I'm just happy that I did it. I'd like to thank the guys from the Yes Theory for giving me the idea. It was wonderful. Would you be up for doing it? You should. Just don't wear a jacket that has C on it. I mean, that guy that was in a rush to get off the tube probably, yeah, I suspect he thought it stood for